Hello and welcome to the daily news update on Remo TV, your number one source for local news stories in Remo land. I am Emmanuel Ibitoye. First, the headlines. Nurses in Ogun hospital demand justice for alleged assault by consultant. Corp members express disappointment over delayed allowance increase. NFF unveils monthly awards. Wizkid speaks out on Puma deal, denies jealousy towards Davido. Let's go on a short break and we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now the news in full. Nurses at the Ogun State Hospital, Ijaya, Abeokuta, took to the streets on Thursday, protesting the alleged assault on a final year student nurse by consultant orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Nuruddin. The protesters, defying the rain, carried placards with inscriptions such as "End bullying of nurses" and "Justice for nurses, a must." They alleged that Dr. Nuruddin slapped the student nurse at the theater on September 24, and despite attempts to seek reparation, no positive outcome was achieved. Comrade Adejoke Bello, state chairman of the National Association of Nigerian Nurses and Midwives, led the protest, stating that the assault is against public service rules and demanded that the culprit be brought to justice. This is assault and it is against the public road service. It is a gross misconduct for you to have slapped your subordinate at work, Bello said. The protesters were joined by colleagues from different parts of the state, registering their grievance and displeasure over the unethical practice. Addressing the protesters, Permanent Secretary of the Hospital Management Board, Dr. Olayinka Elemide, assured the government is aware of this situation and already making steps to ensure that due process is followed. Elemide said. The protesters have been given the hospital management 4 hours to respond in writing to their demands. National Youth Service Corps members are voicing their frustration and disappointment after receiving the old monthly allowance of 33,000 naira for September, despite the federal government's approval of an increase to 77,000 naira. The raise, announced in line with the National Minimum Wage Amendment Act 2024, was expected to provide financial relief and motivation for Corps members. However, the delay in implementing the new allowance has sparked widespread discontent. Many Corps members took to social media, particularly X, to express their anger and frustration. The government's inaction has led to a nationwide outcry, with Nigerians questioning the delay in delivering the increased allowance. This development follows President Bola Tinubu's announcement of a new minimum wage of 70,000 naira, which had fueled hopes that the Corps members' allowance would match the 77,000 figure. According to reports, not all Corps members have received their allowances yet, but those who have were credited with the old 33,000 amount. The NYSC Director General, Brigadier General Y.D. Ahmed, had previously expressed appreciation for the raise, highlighting its potential to boost Corps members' morale. The federal government's failure to implement the increase has left many wondering when the new allowance will be reflected in their payments. On sport news, the Nigerian Football Federation has announced the launch of its monthly awards, aimed at celebrating outstanding performances of Nigerian players in the Nigerian Premier Football League and foreign clubs. The awards feature 3 categories: Player of the Month, male and female, Goal of the Month, and Discovery of the Month. The NFF stated that the nomination process will be data-driven, with the first round of nominees to be reviewed on Thursday. Voting will be open to fans and journalists until midnight on October 7. This initiative seeks to recognize the brilliance, dedication, and passion of Nigerian football players, honoring those who have made a significant impact on the pitch. On entertainment news, Nigerian Afrobeat sensation Wizkid has addressed speculation surrounding Davido's recent partnership with Puma. In a social media post, Wizkid revealed that he was initially approached by the fashion brand but turned down the offer due to financial disagreements. According to Wizkid, Puma's budget for Africa was not sufficient to meet his demands. Wizkid's clarification came in response to accusation of jealousy towards Davido's new deal with Puma. An online user, Nelson, said the recent beef between the two artists is because Wizkid was frustrated and envious of Davido's partnership with the brand. However, Wizkid emphatically denied these claims, stating, "I turned down Puma because they couldn't afford me. Not jealous. Love them all." And that's it on today's news update on Remo TV. Do well to follow us on our social media platforms at Official Remo TV on Facebook, X, Thread, Instagram, and YouTube. You can as well visit our website at www.remotv.com.ng. I am Emmanuel Bitoye. Thank you for listening.